If you're in the South Sound of Washington right now and you actually care about the housing market, whether homes are going up or down, maybe you want to buy, maybe you want to sell, you want to know what's going on, this update's going to be for you. So real quick, I want to first tell you about the two biggest things I'm seeing in the marketplace right now. And then I'm going to go into the numbers for September, tell you exactly what the heck they mean, and be sure to stay tuned to the end where I give you my predictions on what's going to happen next. Hello, I'm Aaron Thomas with the Aaron Thomas Home Team, and I run a real estate team in the South Sound of Washington, Thurston County. And because we look at the numbers really closely and we sell quite a few homes, we're able to present the data to you because we see it every day. So what we're seeing is that time of year where it starts to slow down a little bit in terms of the total amount of transactions happening. That means we won't be seeing the same amount of volume of people, families, buying and selling as we move into the fall. But I wouldn't read into this too much if I was a buyer or a seller in this market. This happens every single year. We head into the fall, daylight starts to wane, and there's just not as many deals happening. So all of those deals over the summer start to go down in terms of not the value, but just the number of deals. It is important to know the real estate volume and transactions will start to decrease as we move into the fall. The second thing is the amount, because everybody knows that homes are selling for above asking price. That amount has reached its peak for the year, and it's 104%. So that 104% means that it's 4% over 100. 100 is full price, 4% over full price. So every $100,000 is $4,000. And that number before had been 101, 102, 103. It's been building all year, and now it's 104. And I anticipate, because we should see the amount of transactions start to decrease, that number and multiple offer situations are still going to be there, but that number is going to slide back. So if you're a buyer, that could be a really good thing. But don't get me wrong, it could still be a dogfight out there for a house. So let's talk about those exact numbers that I prepared for you. This really paints this story. So new listings coming on market. In the last 30 days, it was 645, so it's down 11%. So remember when I said things had peaked a little bit in terms of volume of transactions? This is playing out in real time. Down from 726, and so that was the peak, and you'll see from the previous month in July, on the 1st, it was 670. And where does that compare to last year? Still up 19%. So again, we are starting to look like we did in 2019. A lot of the seasonality from COVID last year is still there, but our activity is looking good for new listings. So what's going on with the active listings? These are the ones you can jump in the car and you could buy on the 1st of the month. So you'll see it's 307 this past 30 days. It's down 5%. Again, activity peaked the month prior. And where are we at for the year? Still 30% higher. 235 at this time last year. So we're showing good signs of good activity. So pending listings, these are the ones that were under contract on the 1st of the month. So you can see exactly what I've been trying to explain is that the market volume activity was really high the past few months. So pending transactions are an indicator of that activity prior. And so you'll see it this last 30 days, it peaked to 725 new pendings, up from the previous month. Again, lots of pending activity. And from the previous year, still up. So more activity than the previous year, mainly due to COVID. So how many people moved into houses in the last 30 days, residential homes? 617. So these are the sold homes. And again, a peak for the year. So it means the activity was really high, much higher 30, 60 days ago when everybody was buying these houses. So it's up 2%. And if you look at it, it's been climbing for the last 3 months, and it's still up an 18% increase from 2020. So again, activity higher than last year. So months of supply. I'm not going to talk about it too long. It's really confusing for people. It just means if no other homes are listed, how long would they all take to sell? Normally it's about 4 or 5 months in a balanced market, and right now it's not even 2 months or 1 month, it's less than that. It's half a month, but it is increasing, okay? So in the last 3 months, it went from 0.4 to 0.5, and again, we're seeing 0.5. So what it's saying is the inventory is staying low, and people are buying the homes really quick, but it is still almost twice as much as last year. All right, so the days on market in Thurston County, and pretty much all the counties around us for that matter, median days. This is how long does it take the home to sell on average if it's priced to sell. And it's not long. It's 5 days. We're still seeing people list homes on Thursdays for the most part, review homes on Mondays and Tuesdays, offers, and accept them then. And so that average is just staying stagnant. It has been the same for months at 5 days. And still a little bit quicker than last year. So market's good and homes are selling fast. Another statistic that is staying stagnant and the same: the number of showings it takes before a home goes under contract. It has been 21 for, I believe, 6 or 7 months in a row. So the activity is just really strong. It's staying the same until something changes in the market. This number is probably going to just fluctuate by a day or two. It is still about twice, about half the number of showings it took last year to get to a pending contract. It just means more people are going through the houses. That's all that means. All right, so here was that point that I was explaining earlier in the video. So the average percent of list price, the number or the amount that homes are selling on average over the asking price, right now 104. So 4% over the list price, up from 100.9. So it shows that last year at this time, homes were selling for right around the asking price. Not too many over the asking price compared to this year. And this number has been building, and I expect that this number has really close to peaked. And if you're a homeowner, this is the only part you probably care about, right? Is what is my home worth now? And you can see from the chart, it went up again. Well, actually last month it went down a little bit, corrected. So we're seeing people price homes a little bit smarter, but we're still seeing prices increase. So $505,521 for a single family home in Thurston County, up about $6,000 and up about $75,000 in the last 12 months. So if you're a buyer or seller, these are my 3 main predictions for what's going to happen in the next, say, 30 plus days. Number 1, inventory will slide more. So what will happen is people will still be looking to buy houses, and there won't be as many people listing. This is just a fact that happens as we move into the colder months, as we move into less daylight months. Less people can look at the homes as well, and people just don't think their yard looks good. So inventory will slide. Prediction 2, buyer fatigue. So that's people getting tired of writing multiple offers. That's still happening and will continue. People are going to pack it in a little bit for the summer. There will still be people that look, but buyer fatigue is real. And what's happening is people are going to be writing less offers on homes overall, which will take certain properties down from multiple offers down to not very many offers. So if you're a buyer, stick in there. This may be your best time this year to buy a house. Prediction number 3, the average sales price will actually continue to go up. And I know a lot of people don't think it will. They think it's going to go steady or fall. I do believe if it does that, it will be temporary, and that average sales price will continue to climb. It's just not going to climb at the same rate that it has this whole previous year. So if any of this did not make sense, or you have a situation, maybe you want to know what your home's worth because you may sell it next year, or you want to buy and you're just kind of confused, like where to start. If that's you, do us a favor, reach out. My team and I would be happy to support you however we can.